From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, October 24th, 2016. Silver is trading at $17.62 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,265 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $656. Antiwar.com reports the 72-hour ceasefire in Yemen expired over the weekend and fighting resumed almost immediately thereafter. Both sides spent virtually the whole ceasefire accusing the others of violations, though in practice the number of casualties plummeted during the truce and the capital of Sana'a was barely touched. Sana'a was immediately the target of the new rounds of airstrikes, with several attacks reported against both the city itself and the nearby port of Hodeidah. The Houthis launched attacks against pro-Saudi targets as well, with heavy artillery fire reported against the areas of Taiz, and Saudi officials reporting a pair of houses destroyed in the Jazan province. UN officials were working to try to secure another ceasefire or an extension of the existing one right up through its expiration, though in the end neither side has reported much interest, and indeed there was so much effort by both sides in blaming the other for shortcomings in the ceasefire that both seem at least a bit relieved that it's over. This 72-hour ceasefire was the result of calls by US and British officials and allowed for an influx of humanitarian aid. Exactly how much aid got in is unclear, but there were no peace talks or anything else, so the effort appears to have begun and ended with getting everyone a few days off from fighting and little aid delivered. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports at least 13 people were killed after a tour bus and big rig collided on Interstate 10 Sunday morning in California. The Riverside County Coroner's Office confirmed the death toll to KNBC-TV in Los Angeles. Also, 31 people were transported to 3 area hospitals, according to the California Highway Patrol. Desert Regional Medical Center, which was the valley's only trauma center, was treating 14 patients Sunday morning, including 5 in critical condition and 3 in serious condition. Stephanie Hamilton from the California Highway Patrol said the bus, belonging to USA Holiday, a Los Angeles-based tour company, may have been coming from Red Earth Casino near the Salton Sea. The driver, who was taken to the hospital for treatment, was identified as one of its owners, according to Hamilton. Hamilton said the Highway Patrol is bringing in its specialized unit that investigates major crashes and that the westbound lanes on I-10 would be closed for some time. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spend-A-Bit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spend-A-Bit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. Reuters reports AT&T Incorporated's proposed $85 billion takeover of Time Warner generated skepticism among both Democrats and Republicans on Sunday, making it more likely that regulators will closely scrutinize the efforts to create a new telecommunications and media giant. The biggest deal of the year, announced just over 2 weeks before the November 8th U.S. election, is a gamble on a victory for Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton and a continuation of the status quo on antitrust and regulatory enforcement. The Republican candidate, Donald Trump, who is trailing Clinton in the polls, has said he would block the takeover. The billionaire businessman has railed against the media's role in what he described as a rigged election, and he believes the acquisition of Time Warner, which owns CNN and Warner Brothers, Hollywood's largest film and television studio, would concentrate too much power in one organization. Clinton, who has expressed misgivings about other corporate media mergers, has not yet commented on this takeover. But Senator Bernie Sanders, Clinton's former rival for the Democratic Party's nomination, said on Twitter that the administration should kill the Time Warner takeover because it would mean higher prices and fewer choices for consumers. The comments by Sanders carry weight because Clinton needs his coalition of young left-leaning voters to propel her to the presidency. The Senate Subcommittee on Antitrust will hold a hearing on the acquisition sometime in November. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.